You will be called by a new name that the mouth of the Lord will give you. You will be a crown of splendor in the Lord's hand. No longer will they call you deserted or desolate. As a bridegroom rejoices over his bride, so will your God rejoice over you. I read those words from Isaiah 62, from a book called Captivating that Deb Gerlai had loaned me more than 2 years ago. They were so foreign to me when I read them that I immediately put the book down, knowing deep in my heart that I could not believe them for myself. I had been a Christian for more than 30 years, but the thought of God loving me that deeply and that profoundly did not resonate within me at all. At the time, I was going through very difficult trials on every side, emotionally, physically, financially, and most important, spiritually. Where was God during this difficult time in my life? It was at that time that Joan Anderson, a counselor here at the Community of Believers and a woman of great wisdom and counsel, met with me several times and began to help me uncover some very deep issues in my life. Issues that clearly I had not been able to allow the love of God to penetrate. I began to see, as she most wisely told me, that it was actually God who was in the midst of all of this, setting all of this up so that I would come running to him in great desperation. As it says in the book Captivating and in the book of Hosea in the Bible, therefore I will block her path with thorn bushes. I will wall her in so that she cannot find her way. She will chase after her lovers, but will not catch them. She will look for them, but will not find them. He does this, the book says, in order to wear us out, to get us to turn back to him in thirsty longing. It is at that time that he begins to woo us. He often takes aside every other source of comfort so that he alone can have our heart's attention. And it continues in Hosea 2. Therefore I am now going to allure her. I will lead her into the desert and speak tenderly to her. In that day, declares the Lord, you will call me my husband. You will no longer call me my master. I will betroth you to me forever. I will betroth you in righteousness and justice, in love and compassion. And so about a year later, after walking through some of the difficult trials with Joan's help and clearly the most awesome help of the Holy Spirit, I went back to God with an honest question and said, okay, God, if this is all true, then I would like to know my new name. And immediately I had an image in my heart, and the picture was that of a pearl. And I could see this beautiful pearl enclosed in a hard shell, buried deep under the sand. And I literally felt like God was saying to me, you are that beautiful pearl. Your heart has been hurt, and you have been hidden under the sand, layer upon layer. And yet it is just those trials, just those afflictions that cause the pearl to become its most beautiful. I looked up the word pearl, and the words that spoke to me and have danced in my heart ever since that day is that it says a pearl is something of great beauty, great value, very unique, and very admirable. Unbelievable that I thought God would truly see me like that. those words have changed my life completely. And so it was with great awe that Rosemary Bloom, Deb Gerlai, and a few of us at church were talking about various women's issues. And Rosemary Bloom said, "I think that the women should study the book Captivating." Unbeknownst to her, the conversations, the work that God was doing, the fact that Deb had loaned me this book so many months before, we instantly knew this was God's call and His time. As a result, the Captivating study, which spanned about 3 months, has brought in close to 20 or 30 women over time. And in addition to that, Deb Gerlai has written an awesome blog, which has gotten hits from all over the country and all over the world. These words and the new names that God has given to me and to so many women in the study have been absolutely incredible and prayerfully changed many, many lives.